every night, Mr. Chadwick says. This seems unlikely. Sometimes Mr. Chadwick's a little overly enthusiastic about the podcast. And there are only so many great things we can say about the new microphone, so we end up silently staring at him. He shifts his gaze to me. You good, Amelie? All good, I nod. Great. I need a coffee. He disappears. Okay, let's continue, I say. Let's, Simone echoes. I got such good feedback about our Principal for a Day story in September. We'll probably have a ton of new listeners this month, so our episode needs to sizzle. She flashes jazz hands before opening her notebook. One day, Simone's going to design sustainable fashion. She'll probably live in Paris. With her chic black bob and her makeup skills, she'll fit right in. But the jazz hands are a little much. Besides, she's not the producer. I lean forward. Bina, that girl in 6th grade, swears she saw a rat in the cafeteria. A rat! That's entirely gross, Simone shudders. Daniela says something inaudible, as usual. Reza rubs his hands together. A little extra protein for the chili surprise. Cedarview Cafeteria's mystery meat. No longer a mystery? Mr. Chadwick says we can only promote our podcast within the school. But if we were allowed to boost it publicly, I could use that line as clickbait on You Happy. This past summer, I finally convinced my mom to let me get my own You Happy account so I can prepare for my future career as an online influencer. Mom's only rule is that I'm not allowed to include photos of myself, which is ridiculous. I'm trying, desperately, to change her mind. I'm also trying to attract new followers. I only have 30, and 3 of those are bots with handles like @Texan5589567. As soon as I have more real followers, I'm definitely going to block the bots. Reza's still talking about rats. Horribilific, Simone shudders. Okay, I'll follow up on that story. And what about profiles of some new students, I suggest? I think there's the guy who moved here from Spain and that curly-haired girl from Ohio. I shall produce profiles of perfection. She scribbles diligently in her notebook. Reza, what's on your roster? Practices start Monday. First game is next week. He doesn't say what sport he's talking about, and I don't particularly care. I make a note to leave time for his piece. Daniela, you'll write our promo? Mr. Chadwick's going to put it on the school website. Her lips move, but I don't hear her answer, partly because she's incapable of volume, and partly because just then, Reza bangs the underside of the table with his knee. I give him my best producer-like stare. What are you doing? Sorry, he mutters. Taking my shoe off. Slipped. Reza has long bangs that hang halfway over his brown eyes, and the most ridiculously long eyelashes. They're wasted on him. I don't even bother asking why he's taking his shoe off. I turn to Simone instead. We're going to record that 6th grader spoken word piece, right? Has she picked a title for it? It's called Freedom from the Overlords, she says, snorting. Daniela wrinkles her nose. Any other story ideas? I skim one more time through the run of show on my phone screen. We'll have an introduction with teaser headlines, then our most attention-grabbing story, probably the rats, to hook our listeners. Less interesting stuff will go in the middle, then we'll outro with a plug for November's episode. We could use a bit more content. I think there's a climate march at the end of the month, Reza says. For some reason, he's partially under the table, but did he just suggest something useful? Great idea, I say, trying not to sound shocked. I'll cover that.